is poorness, and of course we made a video, and if there is a little fail in the movie, it's because it didn't want to do what we want to do. So, but here it is. And it's about time that we do something, and we begin to talk about subject instead of economic. We will make you to feel pity about the poor people in USA, and in this video we have used facts and pictures to show attention.
Yes. The need we have chosen to
the need we think
the difference between USA and Denmark, so you can see how bad it is in USA compared to Denmark, and so people see how big the problem is, and there needs to be done something about it. Yeah, and it's important that we use we have using some of the facts to make the audience aware of how big the problem is, so we can change how it is in USA.
Yes. And our solution for the problem is that if you pay taxes, then we can make a safety package. And this safety package ensures healthy insurance, and then it gives you money if you lose your jobs or if you live on the street. This safety package can help you. Not only you can support yourself, and you can support your family with this safety package, because you get the money from the state, and of course you want to pay taxes. And by have a lot of poor people, it makes a lot of criminals, and we want to there will not be so many criminals because many criminals are criminals because they don't have money, then they steal, and yes, so there will not be as many criminals. So it will be safer on the street. You can walk home alone, and you will be safe for you and your family.
And compared to Denmark, in Denmark we pay taxes, and I don't have to be afraid. If I get sick, then I don't have to. Then I can go down to my doctor and just say, "I'm sick, help me," and then they help me because I have insurance. Yes.
And that's what we want for the Americans too.
Yeah. Have this safety. Feel safety. All for power.
Let's go ahead and, how did you use, well, I'm going to ask you first of all, if you were to change anything about your commercial, your presentation, what do you think you needed to change, or what, like, if there was some evidence, some proof, what do you think that you would need to include?
Well,
like if you had like another month to work on it, I'm sure you'll want another month.
well,
What would have you wanted to prove more?
maybe if we could make an interview with a poor, or you get to see how they really live. So just not picture and a movie, actually a movie.
Okay. Anything else that you think that was necessary for evidence?
I don't know. We have tried to find some numbers of how many was poor in America compared to Denmark. It was pretty hard to find something in America because I think they don't want people to know how bad the problem really is. So the numbers was really hard to find. But it was easier if we can maybe add people more about it.
How about other questions? How did the group use ethos? Let's give some feedback and questions. They answered the 5 questions very well just now, so that was good. We don't have to go through that. How do you think that they used ethos? Let's give some feedback on ethos, which would be their ethics and their credibility and trust, their pathos, their emotions, and their logos, which would be facts and reason. Which is the best? Which do you think was the best of the 3? Yep, go ahead.
I used pathos.
Do you agree, Klaus, that they were much more on emotions? Yep.
Yes.
Pathos and logos.
Okay. And why do you say logos?
Because they had a lot of numbers comparing the different countries.
Okay. Can anybody guess what I think is missing from the facts? The sources. Yep. So that would be the one thing to include. I know that you have a lot of research. I know your outlines have all research on it. And so when you have the facts, always make sure you put down where it came from. And when you go to university, I know you'll all go on, or maybe someday you'll be rich without university, but make sure that you always use your facts where they came from, because I know that you did have a lot of good facts. And we worked hard on that. Anything else you think that, do you think that this was a message for Americans or for Danish? Did it seem like it was a message for Americans? Okay, why did you say yes? Oh, I saw you. I saw you. Okay, well then, who thinks yes or no? Was it more for Americans or more of a Danish experience? Or was it in other words, adapted? We talked about literary analysis, you know, that the message is for an audience. Is this message for American audience?
Yes, but also the Danish, because they were comparing Denmark to America.
Okay. And part of my process was that you have to sound like you're Danish, because that's who you are. And the message is for Americans, which is who it's for. So do you think that they balanced that well?
Yes, pretty much.
I think so too. Do you have any comments?
Well, I was just thinking about the figures. It's difficult to compare figures for a population of 5 million people because it's not even the number of people who live in a minor town in the US. So percentages could have been more relevant, maybe.
We tried to find some statistics so you can see how it goes, but there wasn't nothing.
No, but you could have calculated it into percentages. How many is that of a population of so many people, and how many?
I think that's, remember that year we looked at the State Department statistics for the 4 different countries. I'm not sure how much I covered it in each class anymore, but like maybe the U.S. State Department has like the per capita, they call it. That's good critique. Any other comments? I'll give my feedback just briefly. You guys did a great job. I know you were nervous yesterday. You did a great job on your video. You guys agree? It was good. There's a few grammatical errors, like putting capitals or periods at that. Since it's an English class, I thought you had great facts. You have to have the research. I thought that the actual construction of the emotional message, just like everyone said, was wonderful. I thought you did it really captured the emotion of what I think was a sincere message from a group of Danish students to a group of American students. So it seemed sincere and had the emotions, and of course, I was impressed that you guys worked together as a group very well. And I thought you sounded very excited and proud of your work, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
I just like to say something positive as well, not only negative. The music was very good because it made us feel alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I kind of felt sad too at the same time though when I saw, there was one picture I thought, okay, that's not America, that's Mexico or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, that's fine, we'll keep going. Okay, we better keep going with the next script.